G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. We are here with more Monarch, the Legacy of Monsters. This is episode 5. Previously on, we had some flashbacks. We were running for our lives in Alaska. They separated. And everybody's back in the hands of Monarch. Interesting enough, I'm recording this on Sunday. Yesterday, I actually rewatched the 2014 Godzilla, and I noticed there were two things mentioned in that have been brought up in this series, which I didn't catch before because I didn't rewatch that movie before I started watching this. There was the boat in the jungle with the flying Titan. I forget the name of it already, but there was a reference to that in that movie, and they referenced it here. And then there was a newspaper clipping of a cover-up in the Pacific, and the picture had the picture was of a mushroom cloud caused by a bomb, and I'm pretty sure, what episode was that? Was that 2 or 3? They flashed back to the 50s, and they blew up a bomb in Godzilla's face. I'm pretty sure that's the cover-up they were talking about in that clipping, so it's a nice little reference that I didn't catch until I rewatched the movie. But yeah, those two things being referenced. I don't know what else is going to be referenced. Also, what I've noticed as well, because I did watch, I pretty much watched all 4 of them. I watched, Godzilla, Skull Island, King of Monsters, and Godzilla vs. Kong. But, I wonder if this series is going to deal with, if there's, a season 2, is it going to deal with, the aftermath of King of Monsters? Because, Boston's fucked. and, because of King Ghidorah, Washington, D.C. was, underwater. I was like, there has to be some ramifications of that dealt with somewhere, because they didn't really deal with that. And was it Hong Kong, where they were in Hong Kong in Godzilla vs. Kong with Mechagodzilla? That city's fucked as well, some of it anyway. But there has to be some ramifications that Monarch has to deal with these as seasons go along. I would love to see what they make of the whole situation with Boston and Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is America's capital. And it's completely, underwater. So, I don't know. They don't really go into that. They just, the movie's just going to skip over that because it's, they want Titan to be Titan. Kaiju versus Kaiju. So I'm very curious to see how they deal with that. I mean, we've seen it a little bit in this season with the aftermath of G-Day being the 2014 Godzilla, but I would love to see how they deal with the rest of that. But anyway, aside from all of that, this is episode 5. Our heroes are the heroes. That's not the word I'd use. The main characters are in the hands of Monarch, and we're gonna find out what happens next.
You think you can intimidate me with all this secret Black Ops bullshit?
Yeah, so they actually have and it makes sense they'd have an outpost in Alaska. But what were all the other places? That's not the door. Okay, so they're in prison. Now, while the credits are playing, I just want to say that, I realized too late that my city was actually showing Godzilla -1. Yeah, way too late. They're not showing it anymore. Apparently, as far as I know, at least in my city. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about it. So I'm sad I kind of missed out on that, and I'll have to catch it at some point later.
Still count to 10 on my toes.
That's good.
Very lucky we rescued.
She didn't lose any.
Shouldn't you be off chasing big, scary monsters or something? There's one not too far from here.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're well aware of it.
Or is it
Titaness Elsa.
Always good to have a backup. No?
I don't know what to make of this one.
So what do we do with them?
This organization.
Here's a wild idea. Send them home.
What about him?
It's a wealth of information they could probably use about
My problem now.
something.
Courtesy of Monarch. I'm very sorry about all of this.
Frick?
Asshole.
He seems like a nice guy.
I am genuinely sorry for your loss.
Oh, thank you, prick asshole.
Always that one step too far.
How was that?
You're learning.
Good for him.
That'll be reflected in my TripAdvisor review. 2 stars? Tops.
Wait.
2 stars.
You're leaving?
Yeah. You heard the man. We have lives to get back to.
What life? In Tokyo? The one you said I destroyed?
I have to do... Stop it. Is there a bar anywhere, somewhere?
It's not open yet.
1 star.
I'm surprised you gave it stars at all.
Monarch may know how to find the Titans, but they don't know how to find Dad.
They don't care.
Do we? I already searched this office.
Not the one in San Francisco. Backup family, backup office. Worth a shot, right?
Always good to have a backup.
We need you.
She's been through a lot.
What, 90 at least? How does he look like a...
Rumors of a mission gone bad, but it's classified.
Who is he, man?
It's good genetics.
How did he go straight from an old folks home to finding a Titan no one in the entire organization knew existed? What does he know?
I think they found that Titan by like accident. Yeah, that city's fucked. This is what I mean. It's like you got to deal with the aftermath of this sort of thing, and they just sort of don't even bring it up in the movies.
Well, who wants to live in a custom bunker?
Tech bros, only ones who can afford it.
Yeah, they'd be hella expensive.
They did. Before the military walled it off.
Trauma
Yeah.
tourists, getting off on the disaster porn or trying to prove it was all a government conspiracy.
Or sneak off and steal some shit.
I'm Caroline.
Hi. Pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
There would be millions of people in need of housing. Yeah.
Come from Tokyo?
Yeah.
Which part? Because my husband used to travel
Mom,
there
this
a
is
lot, and-
Kintaro Randa.
So much for gentle.
Gosh, I'm so sorry for the mess. James and I,
Never seen someone hang bananas up like that.
we're friends.
Usually just go in a bowl.
Inviting him in to get settled like your husband's secret son walks in every day?
What do you expect me to do? Throw him out?
She's being polite.
Your father was never really all here.
So,
And when you
did she suspect that he was having an affair?
if he was having an affair,
Okay.
You sent me there.
To
Push.
find out
And you
if it
pushed
was true.
because you
here you go. For your troubles.
And a bribe on top. Alright, they're in. You got the bridge in the background there.
And we need to leave by morning. All of us, together. We'll be here at 8.
Didn't have any spare vests they could have put on.
After everything you sacrificed for this organization.
I think you mean that. Did you lift any fingers to do anything about it?
I did what I could.
Yeah, what the hell happened to put him in that old folks home with an ankle monitor?
Or I can bury you shallow.
I don't think he cares.
Burying me? Who's playing word games now? And wasting time none of us have.
Man's been buried for years. What does Monarch do other than play scientist? I mean, were they the ones that made Mechagodzilla, or was that Apex or something else? So what does Monarch actually do? Other than study the Titans.
Were you not listening? They shoot looters.
I needed that.
Odd to see her smiling. Ground's hero.
How long have you been waiting for me? I was up and
That's a
out
nice
all
play
night
on
with my-
words. Well, if only they knew. I mean, I'd say good for them.
Their parents are scared of the giant monsters.
Mine aren't. My dad
It's like,
said
what giant
it's a
monsters?
hoax. Where's this one headed? North towards the Golden Gate. Come on in. Come on.
Oh, man.
Got this.
How did that guy not hear that? Got a smiling at least. Dunno, is that a commercial?
Dad would sing these cheesy commercials.
No.
Dad, let's use our inside voices.
Do you remember the...
That's a good idea. But also, like, they have flashlights on, which I don't understand.
Down here.
And still with the flashlights. I don't know. I had no idea those guys were there. I legitimately thought Kantara was the one that got caught.
Keep going.
That's some major PTSD to sort through. But also, like, how many dead bodies do you think there are still just sitting there in the city?
No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Shit. Why are there so many cats? You think there'd be more rats than anything? I think I have to take the stairs. Fuck that. I'm more Kung Fu Panda when it comes to the stairs. I hate it. It's pretty much identical to the one they had in Tokyo. Not that underwater network thing. Maybe it's radiation stuff. Man, if they're gonna put those pins back. Titan locations. Are they gonna check the truck on the way out? Guess not.
30 years you wasted your life on him.
You were doing the same thing. I mean, she had 2 girlfriends, I mean.
For Godzilla.
Is Monarch a secret? What's she up to? She's got a backup plan. I guess we're going to Africa, maybe? It seems like the logical next step. How you get there is another question. Probably have to follow Monarch. Interesting. It's like, I don't know what the next step is. You got her getting a backup plan. Those two making plans about Africa, maybe. Well, I don't know. Not much else to say in this, other than there's a lot of cats in San Francisco, apparently. Not a lot of rats, though. Maybe all the cats ate them. I don't know. If you guys enjoyed this reaction and want to see more of Monarch Legacy and Monsters, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join me next time for more.